Okay, today we're going to take a look at the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. I was able to get one of these at my local Best Buy. I've been waiting for this to come out because, as you know, I have the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, and my biggest issue with this watch was battery life. And this one definitely has a lot more battery life. So let's open it up and take a look at what we got. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging here. Pretty basic watch. It looks pretty similar to previous watches. I have the 45mm version because that's the only size it comes in. I got the silver and gray version. There is a black on black, and I believe if you order it from the website, you can choose the strap color and the case color independently. The website for Samsung.com in Canada, there is quite a long waiting time for shipping, so I decided to pick it up at my local Best Buy. So here are the specs we can see on the bottom. So some of the improvements we get over the Galaxy Watch 4 while we open this up is obviously much better battery life. The Galaxy Watch 4 Classic that I have has a 360 milliamp hour battery, and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has a 590 milliamp battery. So that will give us about 4 days or more of power. Okay, so there she is. Now the one thing that I'm losing out on here is the physical bezel. I really like the physical bezel. We'll do some tests later on the differences between having a physical bezel and a not physical bezel, because I think it does matter. The Galaxy Watch 4 is IP68 and mil standard 810G compliant. This is 810H compliant. Not a huge difference. G is just the precursor to H. They improve the tests and maybe change up the tests a little bit to be a little bit more rigorous and a little more accurate. The watch here comes with One UI Watch 4.5. It has a heart rate, EKG, bioelectric impedance, and skin temperature on here, whereas this one has everything except for skin temperature. They both have a W920 CPU and 16 gigs of storage space and 1.5 gigs of RAM. Now the display on this one is very slightly smaller. The Galaxy Watch 4 Classic has a 1.4 inch screen, and this one has a 1.36 inch. So it's 0.04 inches smaller. And that translates into a 1 millimeter difference in screen size. Okay, so let's look at what we got. We have the watch with a new band strap. I haven't seen this type of strap before, but it looks like it's a clamping strap. So just quickly, the strap unfolds like that, so you can fit your hand in. You'll set the size here. Slide it through the slot here. Get it to the size that you want. You clamp it down, just like that. And then this has a fairly strong magnet here that will close up here and keep it on you. You can't really get the magnet off just by pulling it sideways. You kind of got to pull upwards and push this down. So when it's on your wrist, it shouldn't come loose. I'm pulling quite a bit there. As long as this isn't able to come inwards like that, it shouldn't come off. So if this is tight there, it's fairly strong. So you shouldn't have to worry about this coming off when you're doing any sports activities or anything like that. It shouldn't come off while this metal arm and this band are touching. It should not come loose. Once you take them off from each other, then it's fairly simple to get off. And this is pretty nice because the old one is a traditional clasp where you have to kind of find the right hole, know what your size is. For me, for instance, I leave 4 holes open. So, you know, if it's late at night or early in the morning and you're not really paying attention, to get the watch onto the right tension, you kind of have to feel around for which hole, how many holes you have remaining, or kind of just judge by the tightness. With this here, you can just set the tension that you want, open it up like this, put your watch on your wrist, and then just close it up like that. And it will be perfect every time. Okay, so pulling it and tugging it shouldn't unclasp it. You do have to come and fold this back. And this will get it onto the docking station a little bit quicker. Just like that. Okay, the rubber here is soft and pliable. I think it's the same material as this. It does get a little bit more tackier. We'll take these off and we'll compare them. The Galaxy 5 Pro does not come with a physical bezel. It is a touch bezel. It is thicker, that's for sure. We can see that here. I'm not sure how much thicker it's going to be. We can get the dimensions here. So we have our digital calipers here. Let's take a reading. So this one we get 12.78 right to the center of the watch. And on the new one, be gentle here, we get 14.4. So the official measurements that we have pulled up seem to be incorrect. Okay, and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro also has improved Bluetooth 5.2 versus Bluetooth 5.0. They both have the same Wi-Fi, and LTE you can get on here. I went with the non-LTE version because my network provider doesn't support Galaxy Watch at all on the LTE network apparently, so I avoided that. So let's see what else we get in the case here. If anything else, do we get a charging? We get a charger, not in there. Let's see in this box here. Do we get something? We'll open that up. Okay, we got our quick start guide. It's going to be pretty similar to the other watches. Don't want to come out of that side, but this side does. And nothing else in there. A little bit of a smaller charging brick, and it's made out of aluminum as opposed to the previous one. Let me grab that. Okay, so here's the previous one. So the footprint on this charger is a little bit smaller. It is made out of metal though, as opposed to plastic here. The old one has kind of a soft touch on there, and this one does not. This is a hard touch feel to it. So if you want to take a look at that, very premium feeling, and it's the regular length of cable, which is about 3 feet, with a USB-C end. And it looks like that's all that comes in the packaging for the retail version of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Now I'm going to do a few tests with this. I'm going to do some tests with the bezel, and I'm going to do some testing on the battery life to see how well that works out. because I've always had a bezel. All of the Galaxy Watches that I've had previously, which is this one and the Galaxy Watch 2, both had bezels. I really like the physical bezel, and we'll see how we get along with the not physical bezel on this one. So watch for my upcoming video about my review on this one, like we did with this one almost a year ago. That was last October, I believe. So we'll do the same thing with this one, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. That's the unboxing for the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!